When I first watched this movie as a kid, I had no clue about the possible evils and dangers around the world. Like, dang. I thought that when you died, you get back up in like 100 years and whatnot, trying to put any sort of delusion to distract my premature smooth brain. There's times when I wonder if I was just a lab rat for my brothers to use whenever bored. Honestly, can't complain. 10 out of 10 childhood. But back on point. This scene right here of the children lying on the cold ground with puddles of blood under them and Spillsman looking in absolute horror. I didn't want to believe that even in wartime children can be hurt, like we were invincible or something. It didn't really serve as any sort of wake up call. I mean, I was 6 for crying out loud. Years later, I've come to reflect on such a moment and wonder, why is death so prevalent in media? Obviously, the answer to that is that it's a part of nature. It's happening all around us because, I mean, shoot, there's a literal wars going on at the moment. However, nobody really likes the straight answer. Sometimes people just want something with more curves, something more voluptuous. And that also makes me wonder, if we fear it so much, then why is it shown everywhere? From games, to movies, to books. Now, I'm not going to go on a rant and say death should be outlawed from media altogether. I'm just merely making an observation and commenting off of it. Because in such media, it can be shown to portray many things emotions, change, tragedy, reality, entertainment, etc. It could be a whole genre in its own if it really wanted to. At least, I think it can. I'm not a director. Not yet. It's all a balance to show that even in fiction isn't really safe from reality either. Mainly because as a species, we came to be very violent out of nature. Like, have you seen what medieval dudes have as torture methods? I for one don't want to be a victim to the breast ripper or be burnt at a stake alive for the whole world to see. At least put some barbecue sauce on me to make myself a little bit more appealing. Shoot, I'm taking a bite of myself right now. But the more I watch of this, the more I realize how fragile anything can truly be. We may have stone cold personalities where no one can give us bullshit for anything, but Malinten doesn't care about that, because by design, we're soft. Soft enough for a bullet, or a knife, or a hammer, or anything for that matter to take away a life. This truly does become a real living tragedy, but even then, people still make the most out of it. From any point of view, it doesn't really require an expert to tell you it's a bad thing, because no one wants to die. The funny part is that we kill a lot. Whether it's an animal or an ecosystem, causing harm is pretty much our thing. And media seems to quote unquote glorify that from time to time. The quotation marks are pretty important to keep in mind. Because it's not true glorification because we're not really celebrating or promoting death. It's just been there for entertainment for so long that it's just kind of expected. Take it be in an arena, a fight to the death where if you kill your opponent you can free yourself from slavery or captivity. An audience cheers or boos you, whether how well the performance is, limbs flying off after a couple well placed swings decapitate your opponent. It's no lie that killing isn't easy, but so isn't living. It takes so long just to see a person be born and sprout up into becoming someone. And it really doesn't surprise me that even in earlier times, people managed to live for so long, whether it was by choice or not. And during these battles, the time can be cut completely, erasing whatever existence this person would ever have in the future. Sometimes it can really be a gift to exist without much reason. To not have much going on is why so many people end up living so long. This varies in certain places or time periods. You can't just ball out life without truly doing nothing. We move, eat, drink, sleep, all of that requires some sort of fatality, whether it's a crop or cattle. Everything except this air and this water or all that surrounds us is alive. Most carry grief that they're not willing to face and rather just take the easy way out and go by their own terms. It may be cowardice to some, mercy to others, but even if we don't want to die, where does reality draw the line on what's important and what isn't? We made the consequences of killing someone so deplorable and important. And hence it's a crime to do it. It's a terrible thing to do, and that's because we make it so important. But once everyone is gone and no one is around to enforce anything, then that importance is gone. It's a matter of care, and that we only true hold value to ourselves if it's someone or something to worry about. I believe that thanks to our mentality, we give whoever's death carries some sort of weight. Whether it's heavy or light, people will react to it differently. In movies, you don't really care much about a character unless you've seen their story be drawn out. We're usually more attracted to a person that has a good backstory or still have a future to tell. It's a snippet of human compassion and grief. To cry for someone that you've seen grow just die. Even if that person was terrible or not, they still managed to give someone an impression. Maybe they're just alone. I always think that in movies or games where a bad guy's getting shot at, there's always a half-assed reason within the lore as to why. Maybe it was a criminal, or a killer, or just someone bad in general. They don't really matter, and serve as a simple cannon fodder. But even though they're nameless, are they exempt from feeling emotion? So if I may ask, where do we draw the line? Where can we truly tell between what's good or bad? Yeah, they're trying to kill us, but we're also trying to kill them, so it balances out sometimes. But what about all the other times? I'm not religious in any way. I don't pray, nor do I curse someone to have a terrible existence. But even without guidance, I understand the weight of life. Whether you live it or not, it's truly within your right to see it through or not. I'm not trying to tell you to do this or not do that because it can bear within your own psyche to see it through. Maybe you want to enjoy that you're still alive or not. Maybe you care about something more than someone because, like I said before, something's weight varies from person to person, whether it's alive or not. You can be the only true contender of your own worth. Reassurance from others telling you otherwise can't really change your mind unless you apply yourself to that. Maybe it's someone's love that's allowing you to keep pushing every day, and that's okay. Because even if it's hope that can be truly lost, your body loves you. Taking care of your cuts and bruises, it won't stop caring. So that means you can't stop caring for yourself, even if you think otherwise. In video games, the people that die vary from place to place. It's usually a civilian or a gang member or a cop. Anyone can die in touch games. And when you do kill someone, you don't really think much of it. Just another obstacle that you need to dodge to not get in trouble. You don't really think much about killing anything or anyone in the game because it's not real. You don't really see the life being drained out of an organism in reality. You just see the imitation of it. One imitation that does so good and making you not really care. It's not a concept you want to see someone die because it's entertainment to you, but rather just play around the world and see what you can get away with without much repercussions to punish you. And sometimes it really gets absurd in some action games or movies. That's where you can really go on a killing spree and have your fun. Yeah, no one likes boredom. Kill, 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 kill. Your morality is what truly holds someone back from committing crimes. To some, it's a privilege. To others, it's a key to redemption. I suppose it's a matter about whether or not you want to be seen as someone good in the eyes of a game or your brain. You can always look back at that moment and say, I did good, even if the action was as fake as a crime. I'd want to leave being knowing that I had a sliver of impact. To know that as I lived, perhaps I had a good impression on someone. Maybe I didn't make the most with my time, but I'd repeat living these moments to be here on this spot, in this very point, in this very time. The world has always been corrupt by the existence of living, but I truly hope that it's the only curse that the earth was given its role as our home. Whether or not anything or anyone put us here, we're still bound to be alone. To live and die are both gifts. Gifts that some accept in certain spectrums, but both will always be shunned, even if one or the other bring us to our very own reasons to exist.
And Mr. New Vegas reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.